was going through my head during that time was, is this ever gonna stop, or am I just gonna live like this for the rest of my life? I kept trying to fight through it so I could just keep going until I knew the answer to that question.
When Aidan was born, he was in NICU for a couple of days. He had breathing issues. I brought him home and he had developed a severe case of cradle cap. And then I noticed that the cradle cap started to spread to his face. And he started to have really rough, dry skin. And he developed huge welts all over his body and hives. And as he got older, his skin just started to get progressively worse. And we were just at our wits' end. I just didn't know what else to do. He was very frail. He was on so many immune suppressants, so many topical steroids. I mean, I was putting creams on him constantly. We're talking 8 times a day, if not more. His skin was so dry that we couldn't pick him up. In the middle of the nights, I'd have to change his sheets because he'd had bled everywhere. School was out. He couldn't go to school anymore. He wasn't able to even get up in the mornings because his nights were so long.
I just remember like just how bad he looked, and it was really hard.
Watching your child suffer on a daily basis, and not just for a couple of hours, practically all day. And the only relief that he would get were the cold compresses and just me being there and just reassuring him that it's gonna go away pretty soon is hard when you can't protect your child.
Watching your mom cry because she can't do anything for your little brother is really hard.
There's nothing that I certainly would not do for, you know.
Yeah. It was just a very dark, dark time, very dark time in our lives. We just didn't know what else to do. All the doors were closing on us, and when this door opened, there was a glimmer of hope. We finally were picked to go to the hydrotherapy center, and I thought, you know what? There's a glimmer of hope, another door to open. So we went over there, and it was probably the best thing that ever happened to us. It's changed his life dramatically, it's changed ours.
Every year we welcome about 2,800 patients, among them 25% of children. Properties of Avène thermal spring water relieve patients and bring improvement on different symptoms as pruritus, itching, inflammation, redness, and help patients to refine the best quality of life.
We don't have to use any type of topical steroids, and we use only Avène products. That's the only thing that's really helped him. Our whole family, we're able to go places now. I do carry all of the products so that if he does flare, I can put it on him when we're out. But even if he does flare, within minutes after receiving the cool wraps from the Avène water, thermal spring water, and then the creams, his body just, you can see the redness just kind of diminish. It's crazy how well he's responded from this treatment.
I felt really bad for Aidan because he couldn't go on lots of stuff with me and Cooper. And now he can do everything with us.
It's wonderful and heartwarming to see your child going from frail and sickly to just vibrant and just full of life.
From where he was compared to where he is now, I mean, a miracle.
Now what's going through my head is like, finally I can walk, I can play, I can interact with my brother and play video games with him, and it's just awesome.
This is what I wanted. Sorry. It's just, these are happy tears, it's not sad tears. And I'm so happy for him. I'm happy that he's not in pain anymore. And I'm happy that we can actually help him this time. And that even if his skin flares, it's manageable, and he can feel in top shape as soon as we're done. So that's what we're all happy about and looking forward to the future.